Hey everybody, so I'm excited to create this video for you today about starting your journey, inviting and sharing with others. So let's get started. All right, I'm gonna make myself small, put myself in the corner. Okay, so I created two spreadsheets to help you start your business. The first one is called BEB Relationships, okay? This is where you're going to track and keep track of all the relationships that you're starting and developing. The second template is called BEB Communication, and that is where you will basically keep all your important information that you'll be sharing with challengers, prospective customers, family, friends. It's just a way of keeping information to share with others organized. So I want to go back to the other spreadsheet called BEB Relationships. You're going to start with this spreadsheet, and the first tab on the bottom says Memory Jogger. Studies show that if you're at least 25 years old, you know at least 1,000 people. So I bet you know a lot more people than you think you know. You're going to use this Memory Jogger to basically go through each of these categories, okay, that are listed below, and in the columns, list people you know in each category. Just list their names. When you see the Memory Jogger words, hopefully it'll remind you of more people that you know that you wouldn't have thought of. Then what you're going to do is you're going to copy and paste those names over into the first relationship tab at the bottom. And right here, you're just going to list the names of people you want to reach out to first. You're going to write your relationship, how you know them. And then you're going to write the date you reconnect and the date you invite. Some people you're already in contact with regularly, but if you're not in contact with them, you might want to try reconnecting with them before you send them an invite. Or you might do it on the same day. You'll write their decision, you'll write information you've learned about the person, and their contact information. You're not ready for all the tabs at the bottom quite yet, but I'm just going to point them out to you. You have a tab for Facebook friends. This is where you will download all your current Facebook friends, and these will be all the people you'll reach out to next after you've worked through your first relationships. You have a top 100. These are people that you definitely want to keep in touch with and network with because you just feel like they'd be good challengers or coaches. And then you have a tab for each month. So just taking January, for example, you have a January relationship tab. That's basically for all the people you invite to do a challenge with you in January. And then you have a January challenge tab. That's for all the people that are your challengers in the month of January. And then all the way to the right, you have Beachbody customers that were leads from the company that started a relationship with you in January. So basically for each month you have a relationship tab for invites, and then you have a challenger tab. So this spreadsheet is your way of tracking all the people that you invite and interact with. But just going back to the beginning, all I want you to focus on today is using your Memory Jogger and listing people that you know, and then copying and pasting those that you want to reach out to first in your first relationship tab. So how do you do that? I'm going to make this smaller and then go to your communication spreadsheet. So the first tab is important information. This is your important information, phone numbers, your ID, and then lots of websites that are helpful for you and that you can send to your prospective challengers. There's links to different launch videos for each of the program. There's links to Shakeology tabs, and some helpful files that I share with challengers as well. So this tab is just important information that you might use when you communicate. Then at the bottom, you have different types of scripts. Scripts are basically a starting point to help you communicate with potential challengers. You want to personalize everything, but it's a place to start. So I have one called Bring Joy. This is something that I do, I try to do daily, where I'm basically just connecting with somebody just to kind of bring joy into their life, because that's a big part of what I want to do as a coach. Birthday messages or reconnecting messages or welcome messages. So I'm just, this is not something you need yet, but I'm just pointing it out to you. You have a connecting tab. These are scripts for people that you haven't talked to in a while, but that you want to reconnect with. Okay, and then the next tab is what we're going to focus on today. It's your inviting tab. So these are all possible scripts you can use when you're inviting somebody to share their goals with you, do a challenge group with you. In this first row right here, it says first invite. You have an example script, and then you have, in the second column, you have a script that you can write. So I would encourage you to write your own script on what you'd want to say to somebody either on the phone or in an email or through Messenger to invite them to do a challenge with you, to journey with you. You want to be personal to you and to the person you're speaking with. I'll just point out to you right now the other tabs, even though you're not quite ready for them yet. You have a follow-up when there's no response for somebody tab. You have a follow-up when there is a response. You have an objection tab. This is definitely something to read through. When you start inviting people, they're going to come back with different objections, and it's important that you're prepared to handle them. So definitely read through this tab. Then you have a Shakeology reminder email. When people order Shakeology, either as a coach or a customer, their Shakeology will be on auto ship, meaning it will ship out each month unless they cancel it. So these are emails you can use to send to them to help them be aware that they either need to continue or cancel their Shakeology. Then you have a new customer email that you could send to somebody. This is, well, you can read through it yourself. You have a coach change email if somebody wants to switch their coach from another coach to you. So the idea behind this spreadsheet, I'll go back to the beginning, is it basically is all the things that you're going to need to use to copy and paste to send to people to help make your business easier. Always remembering to personalize things as much as possible for the people that you're working with. I hope this is helpful. And once again, your first goal is basically to make your first invite list and then go to your invite tab and make your first invite script. I look forward to helping you with your journey and helping you get started. Bye.